Hey everyone, Steph Beckett here at Enterprise Connect 2023. I'm here at the DTEN booth with Jackson Root. How's it going?
Hey, it's going great.
How's the show been for you guys so far?
Enterprise Connect is an amazing show for us. It's been really good. Great conversations so far, especially in the D10 booth. We got a lot of new stuff to talk about. So overall, it's been great.
Awesome. Yeah, I'm looking forward. You have a lot of new products that you are showing here first. Is there a reason for showing so many new things here at this show?
Yeah, we've been working really hard. We've been moving very, very fast with some amazing new innovations that we're going to talk about in a minute. And this is just the best place to show it. It's the best place to introduce new folks to it. Everybody wants to see it, so this is the place.
All right, so I'm ready to see. So tell me, this is the D7X, correct?
Yeah, this is our flagship D7X. We came out with this last year. The D7X was a big deal coming out. It still is. We're going to talk about that a little bit more in a minute. But one thing that's very cool about the system behind me here is that we have the new D10 View camera system, which has been very, very exciting at the show. So I'll launch into a new Zoom Rooms meeting. And I'm going to turn on multi-stream here. All right, so now multi-stream is running, and you can see these cameras have now turned on. So in this system, we have 5 cameras running. It's still an all-in-one system. It's very easy to set up, one touch to start Zoom meetings. But you can see on the D10 View here, each side now has 2 cameras. You got a wide-angle lens, you have a narrow lens there for folks that might be up to 20 feet away. And using both Zoom Room Smart Gallery and D10's proprietary auto-framing technology, we're finding folks, we're identifying folks that might be in the room, and we're giving them their own little quadrants so that folks that are in the room, right, that might be sitting farther away or closer to the table feel like they have more presence in the room, and folks that are farther away feel like they're more engaged, right? Collaboration equity is a big focus for us at D10. We're always looking to build better equity in the meeting room, and the D10 View Pro really does that. It makes people feel more included. It gives better presence to everybody in the room. And ultimately, everybody, whether you're in the room, on the road, at home, you just feel like you're really in the meeting.
Yeah, my next question was going to be, what does this look like for someone joining from home?
Right, so somebody joining from home will see a portrait gallery like this. It won't be as, I don't want to say complicated, but it'll be a lot less than you're seeing on the screen here because we're on a trade show floor.
Right.
But you will get individual faces for folks, no matter where they are. I'm getting in the shot there. But like this gal, so it's not the best environment for it, but
For sure.
what happens is the View basically will negotiate the image internally in the D7X to find the best faces and then produce that for everybody at home so they get that real eye-to-eye meaningful connection.
And that way, they can catch kind of the jokes that previously only people in the meeting room would catch. So say I'm in a meeting with Gary and he says something stupid and I roll my eyes. Everyone at home can see that instead of just the people in the meeting room.
Exactly. You feel like you're part of the conversation. You pick up on the visual cues, you pick on the facial nuances. And that's because it's a 4K image that you're producing. Obviously, it's going to get throttled a little bit depending on your platform and your bandwidth, but you capture those little details.
Cool. So tell me what's next.
Cool. So let's move down a little bit here. We're going to talk about the View,
Okay.
which is the D10 View's little brother. So you can see this system here, also a D7X75. On the side there, you see a single camera.
Okay.
The D10 View, this is great for a medium-sized conference room. You might not need both the wide and the narrow. This just adds a lot more versatility to the image.
Okay.
So if you don't need such a robust system, this is great for that. But it's the same idea, right? So you're getting better clarity for folks no matter where they are. Folks that might be 15, 20 feet away are still going to be seen very well, like this gentleman in the top right corner. I believe he's on the other end of the booth.
Right.
And he's very clearly seen. So that's the D10 View and View Pro. Those systems we're coming out with very quickly. You'll see a lot more about that in the next quarter. And Enterprise Connect is the best place to show it.
Can I ask how many participants you recommend for the View versus the View Pro?
Absolutely. So View is good for 6 to 12. View Pro, you're looking like 12 to 16, depending on your room size.
And then you have the huddle room solution, which is for 4 people, correct?
Right. So then the Mi Pro is great for up to 4, or the personal hot desk, or the personal desk at home.
Awesome. So tell me what's next.
Cool. So let's walk over here. The D7X is our flagship product. So we came out with the D7X last fall. So here you see the D7X running Zoom Rooms. And obviously everybody's very familiar with this UI. here we're seeing the D7X running Microsoft Teams. So as soon as this resets here, there you go. So here's the Microsoft Teams idle screen. So this is baked in natively to the D7X here, where it's very easy to launch right into your Microsoft Teams meeting, just like Zoom Rooms. You can launch into a whiteboard session using Microsoft Teams Whiteboard, which is super cool. Right, DTEN was born on Zoom Rooms, but now that we have solutions for Teams as well, we're extending that same all-in-one feature-rich capability. It's very intuitive to use, very easy to use, right? It makes it super easy, right, to collaborate, to make sure that your points can be delivered very easily so that you're seen, that you're heard, everybody's included. And right here too, you can launch a meeting. It'll activate the D7X camera system, right? There's also some DTEN smart framing that's baked into this as well. That's a proprietary DTEN technology you won't find in any other solutions. Yeah, and that's running MTRA, which is awesome. And then lastly, over here, we have what we call BYOD.
Right.
So BYOD is for everything else, right? So you got Zoom Rooms, you got Teams, now you got whatever else you want to do. Let's say you have a guest coming into the office, they've got a presentation on their computer they want to run through. With one cable, you can plug into a USB-C, and now I'm seeing the display from this laptop right here on screen. And what's really cool here is that I can manipulate the laptop's display from the board. And why is this important? This is important because it keeps the collaboration at the screen. It keeps the presentation at the front of the room, right? So you're not walking back and forth. You don't have to worry about.
Change the slides.
Yeah, right. You don't have to change the slides. You can do a web search. You can change images, whatever you need to do right here. Or if, let's say you're running a whiteboarding session or a brainstorm session, you can make all those kind of changes right there on the fly. Yeah, so it's BYOD. It really opens the door to anything else that you want to do with the D7X. And of course, once you plug in the USB-C, you can access the camera, the microphone, the screen. Obviously, we've been seeing that, and the speakers, all as external peripherals for the laptop.
Right, so you can pull up Zoom or Teams or WebEx or any collaboration service.
Absolutely, any platform, anything. You could run a webinar on here as well, directly from the screen.
And are these 3 separate versions that you buy separately?
Yeah, I'm glad you asked that, but no. It's one D7X. So the D7X includes the Zoom Room software, includes the Teams software. BYOD is a feature baked into it. So when you purchase D7X for your meeting spaces, you pick up the D7X, and then at deployment is when you pick which platform. So if you're not sure which rooms you might be building now, you can pick up D7Xs, and then at deployment you choose whether it's going to be a Teams room, a Zoom Rooms, or something else.
So if you potentially needed to switch from a Zoom to a Teams room, say you're working with a client that doesn't use the same as you, is that pretty easy to do?
It's not difficult, but it does require a system reboot. And most IT managers can handily change that up. That's not too difficult.
All right, very cool. What's next?
So now we're going to walk around the corner here, and I want to show you our new D7X Dual 75.
Nice. All right.
So here behind me, you can see this big, beautiful system here. This is our DTEN D7X Dual 75. This is the biggest, baddest system we've ever made. As you can see, it has 2 4K 75-inch displays. Of course, it's all touchscreen. Touchscreen whiteboarding, touchscreen control. It has a built-in center camera bar there. You can see that. It has front-facing speakers, front-facing microphones, a wide-angle camera right there in the center. But on this system here for the show, we've also added the DTEN View Pro system. So with the DTEN View Pro system, we're getting 5 cameras in this setup, and this can handily cover your much larger meeting spaces. Whether you have larger all-hands meeting rooms, you want 16 plus folks in there, this can easily handle that. It can pick up people that might be 25 feet away. If you've got a larger meeting space, this is the solution. It's all in one. You've got only one piece of technology to manage, right? Because it's all connected. So the USB-C cameras here, the DTEN View Pro, plug right into the USB system on the D7X. So you don't have to worry about multiple failure points. There's very little risk in this system. And best of all, the DTEN D7X Dual is covered by DTEN Mission Control. DTEN Mission Control is an amazing new system that we came out with in the last year. Basically, it's something that you can pick up for any of your DTEN systems, and it allows DTEN support teams to go in and remotely fix and debug any systems that might be on the fritz. And we can do it 24 hours a day. So if you've got an important meeting on Monday morning and Sunday afternoon, one of your systems isn't working correctly, DTEN support will work overnight. We'll make sure that when you go into that room on Monday morning, it works no matter what.
That's pretty rare for a manufacturer.
It's huge, yeah. DTEN Mission Control, there's really not a whole lot like it out there. And it's absolutely a feather in the cap for DTEN and our customers who decide to opt in for that service.
Very cool. So once again, this is for meetings of how many up to?
I would say anything beyond 16 folks. It can handle smaller rooms as well, but if you've got a larger meeting space, this is the one.
This is for one of those places with the really big, long table.
Sure, yeah. If you got a long table in the middle, we're seeing setups with a big curved table out front.
Oh, cool.
And so using this camera system, right, where these cameras are pointing that way, that camera's pointing this way, and then the one in the middle is a wide shot like this. So you're covering a large arc in front of it.
So anything else new or coming on the horizon for you guys?
That's about it right now for Enterprise Connect. Definitely keep an eye out for more solutions that we have coming out for Microsoft Teams. We've got some new things to announce. And yeah, keep an eye out on DTEN. Right? We're moving very quickly. We've got new innovations, new technology coming out all the time. And you can find out more at dten.com.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much, Jackson. Always appreciate you taking the time to talk to me.
Thanks, Steph.
And don't forget, on our site as well, you can go to ravepubs.com/Enterprise Connect 2023 for all your Enterprise Connect coverage. That is it for me. Once again, I'm Steph Beckett, and we will see you next time. Bye.